Hey, how's everybody going? Hey, how's it going? I'm Sam. This is no safe word. I have no safe word. This is no safe word. This is no safe word. I have no safe word. I'm still really tired. But I need a little break. Chat is live. Got anything to say? I feel free to say it. And you will be heard. If it is not grossly negative and ugly in nature, then I will happily let it come through and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to get with my schoolwork and try to make it a little less boring than it has been. You know that watching me sit here in front of the computer and look at the computer screen is probably not that entertaining unless you're doing it too, you know? I mean, we could all be doing that together. I don't mind. But I am cold in my room after my shower, which was very nice. And I feel clean and I feel better at that point. But I really wanted to do my hair and shave and stuff. I guess I'll get with that tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of school. I don't want to be up too late, but you know what I mean? Since I slept till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I will probably stay up. But I don't know, because I'm going to get off of it. The stuff earlier was just draining for no reason at all. When somebody tells you they're uncomfortable, they are uncomfortable. They don't want to continue having a conversation. They're not happy with it. It doesn't help. It's not helping nothing. We keep going over it a million times. Let people feel the way they feel. You know, and you know if it's something you really got to talk about, you know what I mean? Like pick a time and place, man. Like gotta let somebody be prepared for that if they even want to do that at all. I don't want to do that, dude. I don't like having those debate topics. Those, you know, I really don't, man. Leave that up to CNBC or something, or CNN or whatever. And, when you want to have those conversations, man, take it to the platform where it's time to have those conversations. You know, and it's never time to have those conversations when you're telling a story, man, that's inaccurate, and you've been called on your inaccuracy, and instead of accepting that, you know, you just keep digging it deeper, man. You know. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It might be entertaining for other people to watch arguments and stuff. That they don't discount. But you know, I mean, I'm not out to make Jerry Springer type of stuff. I'm not out to shock jock everybody. You know, this is about me being me, and you know, Why I just take out my whole screen? What's going on with this? Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, and Yeah, go to Eyesoar. That's EYESOAR.BE. Let's go with Spotify then. Killed a whole sleeve of Girl Scout Thin Mints. Well, I don't have other devices, so it's about to hit the screen on my laptop like it was a touch screen. I need to go to my email or my Office 365. This is interesting.
Thank you. Second thing we want to do is to encourage more colleges to embrace innovative new ways to prepare our students for a 21st century economy and maintain a high. So let me talk about some alternatives that are already out there. Southern New Hampshire University gives course credit based on how well students master the material, not just how many hours they spend in the classroom. So the idea would be, if you're learning the material faster, you can finish faster, which means you pay less and you save money.
There's a couple of choices you can make in life, and some paths are going to take you down a certain road. Anyone who stands in my way, watch out.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we believe in education built for all people.
Coming to the U.S. with no plan whatsoever, I'm just happy that I did it.
I finished my degree to be a great role model and an inspiration for my kids.
I just wanted more. I wanted more from my life. I wanted more from my family.
I graduated high school 19 years ago. I still finished. Just been a complete difference for us.
I'm setting an example for my kids. You don't give up. You fight to the finish.
Every person has this idea in their head about who they want to be, where they want to go. I want to be not just a game changer, but a world changer. My name is Matt Seawright. I got my bachelor's degree in organizational leadership at SNHU. I lived in the same house since about 96. Me and my 4 siblings, my mom and my dad that raised me. My biological father, he wasn't around as much growing up. My family, They were huge advocates on education. I was given every opportunity to be who I want to be in my community. And one thing that I gravitated to was step and drill. That just the rhythm of the beat, it makes you feel different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, but I need y'all to pick up your feet. I was 27 years old, and I just left my job that I thought I was going to be in for the rest of my life in banking. And I switched over to retail, high-end retail, and I realized at that point I was a bad manager. Being laid off, not being able to provide for myself financially and things like that. Like a lot of different things that just started spinning out of control for me. The focus I was looking for myself was to become a better leader. I was sitting there one night, and then the SNHU commercial came on. And I said, why not? Let's give it a shot. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I started school in January of 2017. It changed everything for me. We all have our burdens in life that we have to carry. And at one point, all I had to hold on to was SNH. Because without them, I wouldn't have finished. Matthew Seawright! Being able to see my family there on the sidelines watch me take this next big step was epic. My father who raised me, he's not the emotional one. And he'll deny it, but I know he cried. Because he's very big on not wearing sunglasses inside. And he had them on for the entire ceremony. It was already dark in there. Why were you hiding?
I couldn't be more happy for him. It takes a lot to stay on the path. He found the school where he belongs.
I'm so happy for him. Long time coming, but he did it.
Having my biological father there, it was a very, very big deal for me. It was just like, yes, I can make you proud.
I knew it was becoming real when he said, Dad, I'm graduating in May and I need you there. And I was like, all right, I gotta be there. He just really young. He did something that I always wanted to do, you feel me? And then when I seen him do it, I was like, wow. Just touched me in the place right here, man. It's a good thing. I'm proud of you.
Without SNHU, I wouldn't be the manager or leader I am today. In my current career, I've gone from managing 4 people to now 50 people. It changed. It changed for me in a very good way. Every person has this idea in their head about who they want to be, where they want to go. I want to be not just a game changer, but a world changer.
Being able to put my degree from SNHU on my resume absolutely opened doors for me. I'm John Galvin, and I earned my bachelor's degree at SNHU. No one in my family had a degree, so being one of the first ones to have a degree, it definitely was a proud moment, just for myself, my wife, my mother, and to show the kids as well.
I'm Christy Galvin. I am currently studying at Southern New Hampshire University. Just like John, I would be the only one in my family that has received a degree, so that's important to me. But I think the biggest thing is I want to be a good role model to my kids. A lot of people, when they leave the military or retire, they go to work as a civilian. With all the experience at the military, you still need a degree.
Before I had my degree from SNHU, I didn't have many job opportunities. The reason why I went back to college was as you're progressing through the ranks, they require you to have some educational background. It just seemed like a natural thing for me to choose SNHU to continue my education so that I could, have a step above everyone else.
We move a lot with the military. Most military people do every couple of years. So the online courses, to me, was the only thing that made sense. SNHU is the one constant in our lives that no matter where we move, we know that they'll always be there.
I knew that SNHU was the place for me because it felt like home. The flexibility was key for me. Things come up that would cause me maybe to have to be away from being able to do some schoolwork. There was moments where, wanting to be pulled away, having to, miss maybe a game because I have to do something for school. But once I retire from the military, having that bachelor's degree is going to help me in my next step, in life.
With military families, some people choose the military instead of going to college. What we want to teach our kids is that you can do both. It's something we learn in the military, is setting goals and achieving them. So for us to work as a team, I helped him achieve his goals with helping on the home front while he pursued his education. He's now doing that for me.
My wife, once she receives her degree from SNHU, if and when she decides to go back to work full-time, her opportunities will be endless as far as doing whatever she wants to do.
Goals are important to us, and we want our children to understand that once you set out to do something, you finish it.
My name is Fatma Salem Pease, and I received my master's in clinical mental health counseling at SNHU.
I would like to now ask if you are able to please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung this morning by graduating student Fatma Salem Pease.
I immigrated to the US in 2011. I came here by myself to live with this American family, and I realized that I really liked the country and I really wanted to live here, and that I wanted to make a good career for myself and a good life for myself. Coming from a society that is male-dominated back in Tunisia, typically a girl wouldn't leave the house, the family house, until she's married. Coming to the US on a whim completely with no plan whatsoever. A lot of people were telling me not to go, and I'm just happy that I did it. My mother was a nurse who had a lot of empathy for people that couldn't afford to go to the hospital. So the door of our house was basically always open for anyone to come in and get consultation about their medical needs. That definitely inspired me to be in the health profession. I started the program in clinical mental health counseling in April of 2017. When I look back at my experience with my program, the immense growth that I've come to achieve throughout the
Yeah, I see you. That's awesome. I think there's probably like a 5 or 10 second delay between me and you. But yeah, if you write something in the it is you all creepy and shit. That's rad. I was chilling here in my room, and just the mood of wearing a trench coat. I don't doubt it either. Not even a little bit. I think you probably are wearing a trench coat. You can totally chat me on the chat box too. I'm gonna be jumping around my devices. I was watching some videos from SNHU. But I have to read my book, which I let the talk to text or text to speech feature on my computer read books to me, because like, what am I gonna do? Read it with my own two eyes like a sucker? I feel like I just feel like that's that's not the maneuver. Let's see, I gotta pull up. Oh, I was looking at my mail too. It's my Outlook. Like, I have so many messages in my Outlook already that it's starting to prioritize them on its own, and I don't like that, because then I'm looking for specific stuff and I don't see it, and I don't know where else to go to find it. Right? Heck yeah. Speech to text is a move. Let me see if I can do it back. Engage with your audience. Of course I want to engage with my audience. What is that? Q&A, start a poll. Why does it see? Hey Google. That's not doing anything. It's like, what do you got going on tonight? What are you into? You're just hanging out with me now? Yeah, no, totally. I could, and that's probably a lot easier than trying to like text or even like figure out how the talk to text option would work in this chat box, which I don't think there is one. Option would work in this chat box, which I don't think there is one. Option would work in this chat box, which I just tripped myself out by opening myself. I just tripped myself out by opening myself. That's that was wild. That was like a black hole. I never found any like I opened this because I was gonna pull up some music that I could jam to that doesn't have any copyrights. I was wild right now. It totally it caught me completely off guard. I was like, why do I hear myself so clearly from the past? Meditate?
Arizona Online allowed me.
This doesn't sound like meditation. This sounds like Arizona Online commercial. I already got jumped in by SNHU. I'm part of their clique now. I can't Arizona Online. I'm already going to college. I can't college any further. Exactly. You can hear it and it just keeps going. It's crazy. I'm on my second sleeve of yep, that's right. Look, this music is too chill. was gonna put me to sleep. I need like doing homework music. I think 80 Cent is gonna have to be it because 4 hours of cyberpunk and dark synth, plasma, royalty free, copyright safe music. Boom, that's one right there. I was rocking out to this one the other day. Sam Roberts, Wu-Tang Clan, and Marissa Coughlin are on Instagram. Okay. I can't gangster rap because gangster rap is copyrighted. Most of it. I gotta go 80. I gotta go. I'm digging this dark synth. This is fun. I don't know if you can hear this, but this is a jam. Oh, no, wrong way. I didn't need to be that loud. Yeah, this is my theme music right now. Theme music for life. Maybe I can find something else. I'm digging it though. I'm digging it. Let's see. How about live stream, no copy, EDM, gaming trap. Well, this also sounds like a commercial, so we'll see what happens here. Sometimes I fake it like I have rhythm. I really don't. I just do the same move no matter what. And sometimes I catch the beat, and most of the time I don't. So that's just whatever. There is no beat on this so far on this one. I'm still rocking out. It's okay. Is Mary Poppins isn't copyrighted? I think Disney might have a hold on that one. I don't know. I don't know. I'll rock out to some Mary Poppins. Oh, fuck. I only got 1%. I got to plug in. Whoa, fuck. I lost my cookie. Ooh. That was another one for the virtual swear jar. I'm at like $19 on the virtual swear jar. It's pretty whack that you gave me that idea. I'm in debt before I start. I need another root beer too. Fine. Okay. I'm get serious about this homework right now. I'm gonna find my book. Oh. I forgot I turned on that thing. Mail. I don't need my mail anymore. I'm done with that. Go away, tab. My computer's wanting to like slow up on me now. It's like too much. Not enough bandwidth. Alright, using your learning resources is critical to your success in this course. Please purchase directly through SNHU rather than any other vendor. Purchasing directly, blah, blah, blah. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Right, no, it's way out of my price range. I'm trying to do better though. That was a whole like argument that I was having earlier. Was that like, you know what I mean? Like I had somebody on the phone like hollering, you know, obscenities, and in the discussion that he was trying to have with me, he's, you know, it's not a terrible message that he's trying to portray, but he's using so much, and I'm like, it's not just like me by myself, you know, and I don't ever keep the phone up to my head. So anytime like I'm sitting here talking like I would with somebody on the phone, you know, like the phone's in front of me and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, or it's all, you know, it's whatever, and I'm on speaker, and so I'm like, yo, bro, like it's 2:00 in the morning. We got to take it down a notch, man. Like, is you know, like I don't, and that kind of stuff is like it's cringy to me, anyways, dude. Like, and your message is getting diluted in the fact that all I hear is the word that you're saying that I don't want the rest of my house to hear. Yeah, and if we were on live, bro, like I was like, I have to turn you off, dude, and then that takes away from the integrity of what I'm doing, you know. Like if I can't do better, then what's the point? You know, the point's not to sit here and film myself being a jerk, you know. It's to sit here and not sit here and you know, do stuff and continually be doing things and pushing myself to do better, and knowing that like on the other end of that there's accountability, you know what I mean? Like if I don't do it, like it, and you know, things don't work. Like, so I got to be on there doing it, and part of that is not having such a sailor mouth, you know. Like I've had, you know, I've done that my whole life. I'm trying to do things different, you know, and be a better version of me. So it's just like the idea that like, you know, I can't do it because this is how I've been, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy to me. Like that's the opposite of the point. Like I can't just like stop and shut down because it's hard, you know. Like I know it's gonna be hard. You know, and that's what, you know, thinking about it in terms of a swear jar, dude, like that is like, oh my gosh. Is, you know, we actually have like accountability to it, and it's like, yeah, no, I can't afford that. I can't afford to you know, not be taken serious and the things that I'm trying to do, you know. And like, heck yeah, exactly. And I think you know, I think the real ones will be on board like when they realize what it is, you know. Like I know that you were skeptical a little bit at first too, especially, you know, with what I wanted to, you know, what I wanted to talk about and everything. And I think, you know, once you realize that, like, you know, I wasn't trying to say anything bad or trying to say good things. I'm trying to say, you know, I'm trying to show good things, and it's not about what it has been, it's about what it's gonna be. And there's just so much to do, you know, like, and so many things that are important. And the thing that comes down to it, like the way that I set my measure on what I'm okay with saying and hearing and having around me is like is that gonna make it viewable for Lily, you know? Like, because I mean, at a point, you know, there's some things that I do that are not like the best habits or whatever, but you know, like, but it's still, there's the side of this where it's about me being me, you know, and it's still me being me, and it's me trying to overcome these things. And if if Lily can't see that, then that's not something that I really want to have in my life, or even in my ear, like, and I want to be like that all the time, not just when she's here, but when she's away too. I want to, I want to live the the vision I have, so I know it's a big one, but it's whatever. It's self-control. You probably don't have such a hard time with that because, like, I mean, you swear and stuff, but you're not like me. It's not like me at all. And and Lily doesn't like it. She's always scolding me about it now and stuff like that. So it's just like, she don't want to hear it. I remember when I was in LA, and my sister came to visit me with my older niece Gabby, and she was younger at the time. Of course, she was only she was maybe like 12, and I was watching Tosh.0 in the living room, and I think I like. Yeah, exactly. And learning and growing, I mean, that's what that's what it's all about, and that's a lot of the the takeaway that I've had from our friendship, is just that, like, there was a lot of things that I think I told you before that I never really like realized was a character defect in myself, because it wasn't something it wasn't a topic that ever came up. It wasn't something I ever had to deal with. You know what I mean? And then once it was, and once, like, having new people in my life and stuff, and having been so shut off from everybody for so long, like, it was a learning experience just in general, just being around people again. and I learned, I learned a lot from that, and now, it's like I'm trying to, every day I'm trying to take those experiences and those lessons and apply them, apply them to life, and it's just like a point where you can't deny it, you have to fix it, at least for me. I don't, and I was saying earlier that, my what doing better looks like for me is probably not the same thing as it is for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, you got somebody that's like, I got all the money in the world and whoopie wop, and I don't, I'm not, nobody can tell me what's what. And then it's like, okay, that's fine, but I don't have that. You know what I mean? And for me to get there, it's going to look different than it looked for them, Bookshelf is where I need to go. I mean, my power learning books. I have a discussion post that I have to write, and I have to do 2 responses. I have to do a response to pick 2 other people's posts, and I respond to them. And it doesn't sound that hard, but they want us to come at it with like an academic approach, like less like a social media post, which is exactly what it is. Essentially, it's just like a college social media. And the POWER learning book is the course is let's see, it is called SNHU 107 first year experience success strategies for online learning. So that's my very first class, is they're teaching me how to learn online, which is cool, but it's kind of like, it's hard because it's boring, because like I know a lot of this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, but then at the same time, you don't know it, like you know it, you know what I mean? Like I know it, but I don't know it applied in this situation. So it is cool to have this little like book, and this kind of, and it's also like kind of pep talky, and it kind of like makes it more viable that, like, you know what I mean, like that I might actually be able to be successful and do it. Okay, yeah, no, I think I have it set to slow mode here. I wonder, I don't know if I could take that off without turning the chat off. Let me see. I didn't know who was gonna be watching, and I figured if certain people started watching, then they might be sending messages faster than I could keep up with them. So I turned on slow mode and put a 10-second delay on it. So I could put like a 60-second delay, but I don't see the need for that. I don't think I'm ever gonna. Well, I don't know. I can't say ever, but I'm not gonna have that many viewers like off the dribble, the tippity tap. But I get what you're talking about. Let's see, I was all the way up on chapter 3, so I gotta go back a little bit because I have activities in this book that I have to do too. I didn't mean to do that. That'll take me all the way back to my my library, and I don't need the library because I only have one book. Well, I have 2 books, but I guess I don't need my other one until the second term, until my next term. So my my next term, I don't have to do all kinds of like classes. I have one right now. I have my class that's actually like towards my like overall degree is perspectives in the liberal arts, and that's an interesting class. I like that class. I have to dive a little bit deeper into it. The term starts tomorrow, so I have to do my posts. I have to do my post by Thursday. Alright, so let's see. What the heck's going on here? Oh, okay, here we go. Dear online student, I already read that. I need to get into the I want to go through the first chapter again pretty much because I didn't go through it super fast, but like I was working on the little project that comes with it, which is part of our what we're supposed to be writing our initial discussion post about is like the course and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I read enough of all the course and everything, and that I am having a head start as opposed to not.
POWER learning, becoming an expert student.
Okay. I need to turn that up because it's hella quiet. There's a drama going over here too, and I'm sure nobody's hyped on that.
Learning outcomes. By the time you finish this chapter, you will be able to. Images low 1 to 1 explain the benefits of a college education.
I'm gonna explain
Images
the
low 1 to
benefits.
2 identify the basic principles of POWER learning.
So I got
Images low 1. Images low 1 to 1 explain the benefits of a college education.
gotta explain the benefits of a college education.
Images.
Oh,
Images low 1 to 2 identify the basic principles of POWER learning.
I gotta explain the benefits of college, the basic principles of POWER learning,
Images low 1 to 3 identify your learning styles and how they affect your academic success.
and identify my learning styles and how they affect my
Images.
academic success.
New image. Page 2. The day has started off with a bang, literally. As Abby Suarez struggles sleepily to turn off her clock radio's continual buzzing at 6:35 a.m., she knocks it off the table next to her bed. The thud as it hits the floor not only wakes her fully but also rouses her daughters, sleeping in the next room, who grumble resentfully. Struggling out of bed, Abby reflects on the day ahead. It's one of her most intense days, 2 shifts at 2 different part-time jobs on different sides of town. She also must get her children ready for school and then take them to swimming lessons in the afternoon. And on top of all that, she has an exam that she must complete before 10 a.m. for one of her online classes. After a quick get her daughters off to school, and then drives to the nearest library to log into the class's online learning management system for her exam. She glances at her paralegal textbook and feels a wave of anxiety flood over her. Will I do well enough in my exam? How will I manage to hold down 2 jobs, take care of my family, and have enough time to study? Will I find a job as a paralegal after graduation? Will I make my children proud? And all these questions is a single challenge. Will I be successful in college and in my career?
With a lot of wills and what ifs.
Looking ahead. Whether academic pursuits are a struggle or come easily to you, whether you are returning to college or attending for the first time, whether you are gaining new skills for your current job or are starting on a whole new career path, college is a challenge. Every one of us has concerns about our capabilities and motivation, and new situations, like starting college, make us wonder how well we'll succeed. That's where this book comes in. This book is designed to be useful in a way that is different from other college texts. It presents information in a hands-on format. It's meant to be used, not just read. Write on it, underline words and sentences, use a highlighter, circle key points, and complete the questionnaires right in the book. The more exercises you do, the more you'll get from the book. Remember, this is a book to help you throughout college and throughout your career, so it's a good idea to invest your time here and now. If the learning techniques you master here become second nature, the payoff will be enormous. This first chapter lays out the basics of POWER learning. It will also help you determine the way in which you learn best and how you can use your personal learning style to study more effectively. Images low 1 to 1 Why go to college? Congratulations, you're in college.
Whoop.
But why? Although it seems as if it should be easy to answer why you're continuing your education, for most people it's not so simple. The reasons that people go to college vary from the practical I need new skills for my job, to the lofty I want to build a better life for my family, to the vague why not, I don't have anything better to do. Consider your own reasons for attending college as you complete try it. 1. Surveys of first-year college students show that the vast majority say they want to learn about things that interest them, get training for a specific career, land a better job, and make more money. See figure 1.1. And, in fact, it's not wrong to expect that a college education will help people find better jobs. The income gap between high school and college graduates averages around $17,500 a year. That difference adds up over the course of their working lifetimes. College graduates, Page 3, are likely to earn $1 million more than those with only a high school degree. Furthermore, as jobs become increasingly complex and technologically sophisticated, college will become more and more of a necessity. 1. Try it. Images. Why am I going to college? Place 1, 2, and 3 by the 3 most important reasons that you have for attending college.
I did this.
I want to get a good job when I graduate.
I said I want to try something different. I want to meet new people from other backgrounds, and I want to learn more about things that interest me. That's what I said.
I want to make my family proud. I couldn't find a decent job. I want to try something different. I want to get ahead at my current job. I want to pursue my dream job. I want to improve my reading and thinking skills. I want to become a more cultured person.
Am I muted? Huh. Yeah, come back and see me. I'll be here. It's reading the sound on my microphone. Maybe when I use it, is it when I use the reader thing? No. I'm not sure.
Chapter. Replace 1, 2, and 3 by the 3 most important reasons that you have for attending college. I want to get a good job. I want to make. I couldn't find. I want to try. I want to get ahead. I want to pursue my. I want to improve. I want to be. I want to be. I want to make more. I want to learn more. A mentor or. I want to prove to others that I can succeed. Now consider the following. What do your answers tell you about yourself? What reasons besides these did you think about when you were applying to college? How do you think your reasons compare with those of other students who are starting college with you? Figure 1.1 Choosing college.
I did that already too. I said I'm more interested. Is it reading me? Said I'm more interested in gaining skills, contacts, or resources than simply generating capital. I believe financial gain will come from practicing a skill set that I'm truly passionate about, along with developing the disciplines. Developing the disciplines that go along with them will ultimately be the main component in monetizing my imagination.
These are the most frequently cited reasons that first-year college students gave for why they enrolled in college when asked in a national survey. Images. View image. Page 4. Images. My school experiences. These opportunities, called journal reflections, offer a chance to think critically about the chapter topics and record your personal reactions to them. As you create your reflections, be honest. Completing these journal reflections provides a variety of benefits. Not only will you be able to mull the kind of difficulties and successes you encounter, you'll be able to apply solutions that work in one situation to others. And one added benefit, you'll get practice in writing. If you save these entries and return to them later, you may be surprised at the changes they record over the course of the term. You can either write them out or keep an actual journal. One. Think of one of the successful experiences you had during your previous years in school or on the job. What was it? Two. What made the experience successful? What did you learn from your success?
That's what I didn't do. Let's see. Where's my pad and paper?
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking
Two. Think of one of the successful experiences you had during your previous years in school or on the job. What was it?
In my notes, let's see. Ooh, how we're going. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Power uranium. Successful experience. That's a journal. Let's see how my experience is. Successful experience. Yeah.
Two. What made the experience successful? What did you learn from your success?
I never gave up. That was my key. That was my float. That's what pushed me. That's what pushed me to do everything I ever did. I never gave up. I'm like nervous to write my first post. I want to make sure that I'm covering all my bases and covering all the grounds. I want to turn it in the morning then.
Think of an experience you had in school that did not go as you had hoped and briefly describe it. Why did it occur?
The experience I had in school that did not go as I had hoped. I'll come back to this then in a minute. I need to up my snack game. Re-up the snack game.
noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. No quiero perder lo que queda. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos. Y más allá. A través de la gran oscuridad y más el camino, días que no hemos tocado y yo no quiero descansar. Suena por la pared como una canción. Oscuridad hasta que me convierta en rayos y más allá. A través de más
Why it's gotta be this way?
not paying the rights to things and find something else because almost failed my senior almost failed my senior government class because it was right after lunch. It was my 5th period. We had I took off every day. Some days I came back, some days I didn't. This was the last day of school. On the last day of school, and particularly my senior year, and after lunch, and I took off and was smoking with my friends, and I came back, but we came back hecka late. I was hecka late. It was the very end of the class, pretty much. And I had, I'm sure I was Stony Baloney. I know I was, because that's the only reason why we left. Otherwise we would have chilled at school if we could have just, did what we wanted to do there. But yeah, I took off and then came back. I came back with my soda and my chips and this Stony Baloney ready to. I know I did too because I remember it. I remember it well. And it was like a mock trial. I had studied. In fact, I was loaded for bear. I was ready to go. They didn't know that, but me and my dad had spent. It was one of my best memories with my dad. Was we spent late into the nighttime hours studying for my econ and my government final, and finishing up the few little homework projects that I had from. I had to retake algebra, not because I didn't do algebra or didn't do algebra, but because I had gone to continuation school my freshman year. I got kicked out of Fowler High and ended up doing continuation school, Easton High. And when I went to Sunnyside, My junior year, I just went right into geometry because I've epically failed geometry at Washington Union, and not only am I not that terrible at geometry now, but I am I did much better overall at Washington Union. That's where I really kind of like was able to pick up my GPA and not totally fumble all the way through school. I just like fumbled a little bit, particularly my freshman year. I fumbled a lot my freshman year. Sophomore year was pretty much a breeze, except for, like I said, my geometry class was tough. That was tough on me. And then it was also like my first class of the day, and most of the times we took off and got high. That's what we did. So, and it was like a 2 or 3 hour block. It was a long block class, and so like I think I'm sure I came well after his initial lecture in the morning, the first thing in the start of class, you give a lecture pretty much every day, and it was and that was the part that I missed every day. And if I was there, I had my head down and I was sleeping because I was tired. I really hate. This other before I be doing. This is something I'll have to add into my timeline. Randomly arguing with people fucking for no reason. 1950. Great job. Whenever you do see this, Lily, your daddy goes through a lot. Your family's been through a lot. But we persevere.
first to admit that 2022 was the year of the children. And 2023 is the year of
So you gotta try and get the word out a little bit. I can't really tell who's watching and who's not. I think sometimes maybe it says it's just my subscribers or something. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Thank you, any and everybody who's added me or subscribe. You guys rock. I'm gonna get back to my schoolwork in a minute. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of put my stuff out there. Oh man, I'm pretty sure I already signed up with Twitch. In the world. Dang, what I have no idea what the password on that is. I do not remember what my Twitch username was. Trouble logging in. Retrieve my username. All right. Oh, I gotta go back to my schoolwork. Okay. One of these lo-fi beats are like too chill or making me chill. Let's check this link that I'm sending everybody. Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll have some friends joining me from I don't know where that link came from. Don't follow no funky links. Alright, but please, if you, I don't mind if people post links if you're my, somebody I know or somebody I talk to or whatever. But where the heck this rando came from? Randos will be randomized. But yeah, so if anybody's joining me now, hasn't been here, my name is Sam. A lot of people used to call me Mo. Most people probably don't know, the majority of them. That is my middle name. And this live stream is me. It's just me. It's just gonna be me. It's just gonna be me doing what I do on a regular basis. And right now I am kicking it and I am listening to this crazy synth music because I don't want to play anything that's gonna get my YouTube channel any strikes or anything, because I have to have a good YouTube record, 1,000 followers, and 4,000 watch hours to be able to stream live on a mobile device. And for this, for the purpose of what I'm trying to do, this has to stay on 24 hours. And I'm doing that for a few reasons. One, because I've been accused of some things lately that I just can't vibe with. And back when I lived in LA, Glenn Beck was real popular. I used to listen to Glenn Beck a lot. Watch his show on Fox News, and I would do So Paranoid. It was great. He was super paranoid. He thought that he was like, my integrity would be compromised, if ever there was a point where I was completely alone, right? It's like he wasn't really the one that inspired the idea. The idea was more from a good friend of mine who's not with us anymore. He was an awesome guy and a great guy. A man of unwavering character, and when he was asked how he stayed calm and rational and cool in the face of adversity and things that would make you just want to, slap the taste out somebody's mouth, and he just it was not, he wasn't flinching, he wasn't, he was just a good dude. He saw every side of everybody. And he didn't make irrational judgments about people. He was just, he was a solid dude all the way around. And his response to being asked was that, I just live my life like if the camera was on all the time. It was pretty much is. And really that's true. Like, anytime you're outside or whatever, if you're like, if you're within, so many feet of any business, you're on somebody's camera, driving down the street in most places, they got all kinds of ways. tie surveillance footage together and all that stuff, you know, like, I mean, in a you know, they'll do that when they got to pay for it, and you know, doing police work kind of deal. But, you know, when you know, when you're not capable of just stringing together tons of surveillance footage because you're just a regular Joe citizen, then, you know, you could still pretend like as possible, you know, in every situation. And that's what he said. He said not all that other stuff, but he said about, you know, just I live my life like if I was on camera all the time, and if I wouldn't want to hear myself on the playback, if I wouldn't want to see myself doing that, if I wouldn't want to have to explain that later, then, you know, it's probably best to you know, try to see another way, and that kind of calms down any situation. And I've noticed that recently too. While doing this, there's kind of two sides. There's people that are supportive of this idea, that embrace it, that think it's cool, and that, you know, understand that, you know, this is inspiring. This is the inspiration from this comes from a positive place. And it comes from a place of me wanting to do better for myself and live a life that I'm happy with, that I'm proud of. And I think, and like I said earlier, you know, my measure, my base of measure for that is, you know, my daughter and her desire to be around me, because right now it's not much, and that really hurts and it sucks, and I don't want to live like that. And I think even the small things, you know, swearing and stuff. My daughter hates swearing. It's never been a big deal to me. It's never been something that I really cared about. There's certain things, you know, that I feel like are just like that I've never really been big on. Never really been big on like, you know, calling people bad names. If anytime that I ever did it, it was in the context where I was angry. I don't like that person anymore, and I had no, you know, I didn't care if I ever spoke to them again when I was saying things like that. And I don't condone it. I don't think that it's right. I don't think that that's the right way to live. I think there's better ways to handle every situation. I think people trip out, especially myself included. I don't. You know, I'm not giving myself any breaks here. You know, I'm right here with everybody else that has a hard time with, you know, whatever it is. Whether it's stress or anxiety or depression, anger, you know, I think we all live with these, and it's all hard to deal with. And when you're over 30 and you're divorced and you have a kid or kids, multiple children, you're childrened up, you're a parent, you're single or with a second, or, you know, a new person. Either way, you know, it's hard to develop those. It's hard to develop relationships, you know, once you've been through all that, and you know, it's hard to trust people. It's hard to be motivated in relationships, and it's really hard to it's hard to notice what, like, internally, you know, internalize things and be like, you know, this is where I'm misstepping in my life, that I could, or in these conversations that are going off the handle, you know what I mean? I have to realize what my part is, and because, I mean, like, even if the conversation was brought to me, I didn't bring it to anybody, it was brought to me, you know. Why is that conversation triggering me? Why? I mean, because clearly I'm triggered. I wouldn't be fighting, you know, I wouldn't be fighting about the topic. Who cares? You know? But certain things, you know, I think, yeah, just in general, you know, our actions and our reactions and how we play the game of life just really determines, you know, the outcome of everything. And so here I am on a 24/7 live feed. I don't intend to turn it off to the best of my ability. Like I said, I need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 followers to be able to stream it off of my mobile devices. Until then, I'm pretty sure I got to be on a desktop or a laptop, and I got to be streaming from Wi-Fi, I believe, is how it works. If I can take my computer, like using a hotspot or something like that, then I will for sure. But so far, you know, I don't go a lot of places as of right this second. Anyways, I'm going to back in school. I'm going to college. 3.5 years that I'll be in there, and it starts technically it already started because it's in New Hampshire and this is all online. So it's a Southern New Hampshire University that I'm going to for my bachelor's in graphic design and media arts with a concentration on entrepreneurship and website design. So I'm gonna be learning coding. I'm gonna be learning business stuff. Next term, I have to do business accounting. That's gonna be a fun one for me. I've never been like a mathematician, but we'll see what's up. So, I do not claim this to really be for children. It's not for children, but I am trying to keep it watchable for my daughter. Like I want it to be watchable for her. So anything that, you know, that I wouldn't say in front of my daughter, that I wouldn't do in front of my daughter, you know, be to the best of my ability, not do those things on camera either, which means that the camera is holding me accountable for what I say I'm going to do. So if I say I'm going to do it, then we have a really boring show if I don't do it, right? That's it, you know, pretty much ends real quick, or it's just like, oh, obviously he's an idiot. You know, and maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe this is the wrong move. I was told that today, that this move was all wrong, and you know, that I'm hurting myself in the long run. I don't really see that. Because I want to base the rest of my life on who I am and who I want to be. I don't. When I donned the persona of Mo Green, you know, I was choosing to be that person. You know, that was it. I chose to be that, and I was that. You know, it's not that I don't love the weed industry and the lifestyle that it afforded me in my 20s and stuff. In my 30s, it's just been tough, dude. It's just been rough. It's been a rough ride. It's been a rough ride, and I love it. And I loved it while I was doing it, but it's just time for changes in my life, you know. And I'm super happy to be pursuing something that I think is so interesting as graphic design, and also learning it online. That's like a whole different ball game. And my ability to do more. You know, it's and my desire to do more. It's just really, it's really been stimulated by the, you know, by the idea that I can do it, you know, and I can do it myself. You know, and I have the help and the resources, and I have all kinds of resources at my fingertips to do the things that I want to do. And, you know, one of those things is to realize a dream that I have, manifest a dream that I have for me and my daughter, which was to have an artist space of our own, basically. When I was living at my mom's house, we had some issues. If you guys want to go back and watch previous stuff, you can see me talk about it a little bit more and kind of give you background on me and where I've been and what I did before. But just in the spirit of going forward, I'm going to try to limit how much I talk about the past life, because we're going forward and we're doing school. School's the most important thing right now, because a lot of the jobs coming straight out of college are paying anywhere from 50 to almost 200,000. So, hopefully by the time I'm out of school, I will have enough practice and enough of a portfolio under my belt that I will be able to do just about whatever I want. That's what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. And in the meantime, what I want to do is start an art collective. The art collective, I was actually talking about my inspiration for the art collective the other day. And one of my favorite bands of all times, and I say this a lot, I've said it a lot of times on Facebook and stuff and made reference to it. But Guar is my all-time, dude, they're my favorite band. My favorite punk band is NoFX. As far as the punk that I grew up with, NoFX is the ones, and then my favorite my favorite metal band, rock and roll band is Guar. They're ridiculous, and I love it. I love the costumes. I love all that stuff. So I was watching a documentary about that, about Dave Brockie and stuff, because I have this cool little piece of memorabilia, and I will show it off right now since we're talking about it. It's actually pretty cool. And one of the things that I lost at my mom's house was my Guar VHS, and it really ooh, that one grinds my gears. Sorry, Nicole, I know you don't want me to go there, but it really grinds my gears that they sent my Guar CD, but not my VHS. That's really upsetting to me. And now I know Lindsay was there going through my stuff with Oscar and in the process telling my daughter how awful I am. Which sucks because it just is a whole nother can of worms that I had to deal with and that I am having to deal with. But again, I'll do whatever for my baby girl. I love my baby. Love my little daughter. My sketchbook and my brainstorming my let's see. There it is. I knew I wrote most of my initial discussion already. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so most of my first assignment is done. I just gotta wrap it up and kind of summarize a little bit better because I really wrote a lot more than I needed right there. So my Guar CD. Let's see if you can see that there. Oh. That's right. So it is signed by the whole band, and this album came out and was signed before Brockie died. He died in 2014, I believe. 2010 or 2014. Something like that. But when Brockie died, it was and I watched the documentary and I didn't know much about the new Guar. The new members of Guar, but now that I know a little bit more, it's definitely respect for the new guys, but it's not the same without Brockie. It's not the same without Brockie, but I mean they know that, and it's mad respect that they're doing their thing. I think it's really cool. I think it's cool that the original Beefcake came back. But I loved Guar. They were a huge part of my growing up, and they're very theatrical. If you don't know about Guar, they're very theatrical. Their whole, you know, the reason why they have the longevity and why they're still around after, you know, all these years is because they're great stage shows, you know. And that's pretty much what it was always about. Is, you know, the stage show was always, it was a performance. It was like a play, you know. They had these ridiculous over the top costumes, and they were scum dogs of the universe, the space invaders, and you know, their spaceship ran on crack. And yeah, they were just wild. They were wild. They were here to destroy destroy Earth. And Odorous Urungus, the lead singer, Mr. Dave Brockie, may he rest in peace, was kind of the founder of that. And after you know, it was during the time when I first moved into my mom's place, and I hadn't set in on building the art stuff in the music studio in the bedroom yet. I had just been working in the backyard, and I've been working pretty steadily on that. So I hadn't put any hands on the inside of the house yet, and I was sitting there watching that. And basically what they had was they had a little artist collective. And I mean, it wasn't little, it was this huge like abandoned building, and the building was all just dilapidated and run down, and it just it had, you know, it had whatever they brought, and it had, you know, squatters and people just, you know, staying there or whatever. And they turned it into an art collective essentially, and they did everything there. They did video production, and this was back when, you know, video equipment was large and in charge, extra heavy. You know, you know, they did video, they did music, they did everything in this building. And so that was kind of my idea, was they, in a smaller package and still making it a bedroom, I was gonna, you know, use all this stuff and all these materials that I had to do this, and put it together, and all my skills with like working with like small electronics and stuff like that. And I was gonna put together, you know, or refurbish as much musical gear as I could get my hands on, just whatever it was, you know. And it wasn't supposed to be a fast project. It was supposed to be an ongoing project. It was supposed to be a project that me and my daughter could work on for years to come. And then at the end of it, she would have, you know, these functioning pieces of equipment that she could, you know, that she could do whatever she wanted with. You know, my dream was that one day, you know, she'd be sitting in the closet that I turned into you know, a vocal ISO booth, and have, you know, have her little drop down mic that, you know, she could, you know, to get ready for school, you know, drop the beat on the track and then go in the closet, start getting ready. You know, it was a big closet, big old walk-in closet. It wasn't like it was a little cooped up little thing. It was a full-size room, you know. And I was getting my computer set up and everything, and trying to get the money together for the parts that I needed for that. And you know, I was right there. We were right there. We were about to kick it off and finish it up. And when everything went down and everything happened, but not just watching that documentary, you know, about them doing the thing in their rundown, in their rundown abandoned old warehouse or whatever it was, old bread factory or something like that. You know, it was just it was rad, you know, because they did the most. They did the most with almost nothing, and they created just this long-standing time. Like, it's really timeless. Like, it's so ridiculous, but it is. their music, their songs, their content, like that, like actually what the song is about. Lyrical content is just like you can listen to it today and be like, wow, it's not much different. It's still the same, and and it's just like this timeless work of performing art, and it's vulgar and it's over the top, and it's the most, you know what I mean? It's the most. um and I've always loved it, and so I have a special place in my heart for Guar and Dave Brocky, and in Dave Brocky's honor, if I may be so bold, as well as my friend Andrew, in his honor, of the person he was, and the strong will that he had, and the mind that he had, and the heart that he had, along with Dave and his creativity, and the heart that he had, and the moves that those people made, that are no longer with us, that were very much loved and respected, I said I didn't have any role models. Well, because when I was a kid, dude, it was just like Guar, because they were over the top, the shock value, and that was great when I was 13. It was super great. Even some of their stuff, like they got a couple songs that I skipped through because I'm just like, I don't know about that. It's a little too raunchy. But it's, hey, it's their art, it's their performance, and again, like I said earlier, like I always have my ability to not listen to it if I don't want to. So although sometimes I may be, in the mood to hear something that has absolutely no filter. But I, for the most part, like, it's gotta have, it's gotta have the substance that comes through the negative part. Otherwise, you're just turning the audience off to what you're trying to say and the point you're trying to get across. But anyways, speaking of points and getting them across, so the art collective that I want to start, and of course, all these people were artists in college, and lifetime students and stuff. And some of them were just like bands and stuff that came through, once everything was something over there. But my vision is a little more put together than that. I don't want, I'm not trying to do a flop house in a warehouse somewhere. I'm trying to put together something that's really valuable to the community, really valuable to the community of Fresno, particularly the artist community, and the small businesses all around. There's a lot of different ways that art is integrated into business in so many ways, and also architecture and maintenance of that architecture, stuff like that. There's art in all of it, It all starts with a dream, and then design the dream, you engineer the dream, and, you put the steez on it. So I guess Eyesore Artist Collective is going to help people put the steez on it, and put the steez on it before it hits the streetsies, and then once we get in the streets, y'all, then it's gonna pop off, and we can help people sell it. We're gonna have like my sister is involved with the 3 farmers markets. She manages them, so being able to slide in right there, that's gonna be real easy for us. We're gonna be able to get booths and stuff like that, and I think we could set up little things and do it like fundraiser where like where we're trying to help the artists get the most for their art, and find people that want to contract these artists and offer these people that are gig workers and have been affected by the changes in the market due to COVID-19. Like, I mean, everything's changed since COVID-19, and being able to get your art out there and being able to have venues and galleries and not only that, but just places that need what's it called, custom works for whatever, whether it's a restaurant or whatever, a boutique shop of any kind. You need things to big pieces, or hey, you just you're in the market sprucing up your new home or whatever. You need whatever kind of work you need to be done, we'll be doing it. And I think also on the music end of that, we have people involved that have their hands in all kinds of entertainment stuff. So when it comes to music and stuff, I think we'll be able to help a lot of people. I think we'll be able to provide a little studio space where independent artists and stuff, and people trying to make their dream come true or finish their project or whatever it is. I think we could provide a studio space. I do believe that it's going to be like off tops, like the first spot that we get is going to be kind of the smaller spot. So I'm thinking we put we do like I was saying, my buddy Mikey Fresh, who's going to be involved with us, he has a lot of smaller gear that they're coming out with, which inspired me to look up a lot of smaller gear. So there's a lot of small kind of almost travel pieces that you could easily make up a full functioning studio with these smaller pieces. So that's one thing that I want to do. It was the MPK Mini. It's like a drum machine, MIDI, like a MIDI interface and a drum machine and like a little keyboard. I mean, the thing's like that big, dude. I would plug into a Chromebook, which is what I'm on right now. But like I said, I have some experience building, constructing computers and stuff, and the more that I learn about the design of software and stuff like that, I plan to buy components to build our own computer, and I'm pretty excited about that because I'm definitely going to put myself in charge of that program. And I am going to build some tight stuff. Nicole says if it's not Mac, then it's whack, and she doesn't even want to talk about that. And and I've always been a PC Android kind of guy, and that's just as Samantha said, I wasn't techie. And it's not that I'm not techie. That's like far from the truth, I think. It's super far from the truth. I was salty. I will admit that. I was particularly salty with Apple because Apple's expensive, yo. And, You got a lot of things. It's just like, but my iPhone is done, and I did not go get that today. There's been a lot going on downstairs, and I need to go get my iPhone. Hopefully, I can go pick that up tomorrow. Oh yeah. There's never too much to do, right? I wanted a full plate, and I've got one. So I can't be mad about eating, I guess, as long as I get to eat. So the Art Collective, inspired by my time working at Guitar Center, plus my love for Guar and Dave Brocky, and the number one reason, of course, because I love my daughter and I want to give her every opportunity in the world. And not only do I want to give her every opportunity in the world, but with any possibility that I can, I would like to extend that as far as I can and offer opportunity to more people. If my skills and my acquired knowledges and stuff can offer opportunity to more people, then that is what I'm compelled to do. And I believe that if I build this resource and that if I give this resource legs, then I believe that in years' time, when Lily's older, that this resource will be available to her, and that she will never find herself wanting for the resources to do the things that she wants to do, no matter what that is, whether it's paint a picture or make a song or do a dance or do a puppet show, because she loves ventriloquism and she wants to be a ventriloquist. So whatever she wants to do, I want to make sure that she's got every possible tool to make that happen, and to know that she can, and know that, like, it's right there. And if I can provide that for anybody else too, then tight, that's what I want to do. And let's, as many people as we can, let's get them all knowing that they can do that, because I think, especially in Fresno, like where I'm from, and where a lot of you may be from that may end up watching this, I don't know. Based on my contact list, I don't see why I wouldn't. And, yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't, extend that, as far as I can, and give it some reach, give this project some legs, and get people behind it. I want to get the community behind it, hopefully. We have other people involved that are real into, like, that know people in the art hop scene, which I always thought was real cool. And unfortunately, I've never really been able to get out there and vibe with it, because I've either been, working nonstop or having my daughter. And so, my funds and everything like that has always gone to her, or whatever I needed to be able to support it when I had her. So, what we're looking to do now is just, I'm trying to expand the reach of the idea as far as possible. I want to see all my friends and family eat, and I want to see my community doing good. I love the downtown revitalization project in Fresno. I love what they did with, they changed Fulton Street a lot. It used to be just Fulton Mall, all the way down. But now you can drive down it, and they opened it up, and I mean, it's still, there's still those real cool old buildings down there, and a lot of them are still empty. A lot of them still aren't doing nothing. There's also Chinatown, and I love Chinatown. I have a great, deep respect and love for Chinatown. I ended up there when me and my ex first broke up in 2017, July 2017. My boy and my good friend and my very good friend Stevie threw down the deposit to get me get me off of sleeping on his floor. And it was a great spot. And my boy Turbin, that's down there, he's local in the Fresno scene too. He's real well known for hip hop and that. Ronnie Real. That's my dude right there. And he was the one that got me into that place, and much love and respect for that. I hope to be grabbing another one for me very soon. That would be great. If you still have the one with Tupac and Nipsey on the wall, because I would love to get that spot and keep it true to Chinatown and keep it true to what it is, but still be a part of watching that come up and watching that turn into something real special. I think it will. I think if we put the artist collective in there, that we're going to thrive, and it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to draw a lot of people to the area. In fact, I I know it will. I was able to draw people to the area just, on my own good looks. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that. It was, actually, but whatever. I think my idea is going to draw people to it wherever it is, because the idea is to help people, and not only just the gig worker and the little guy, but the little businesses too, and all little boutique businesses and everything. We want to be a part of it. We want to be a part of the community. And we want to pay homage to these people that we love and loved and remain in our hearts and our minds all the time. And I think do it to leave something to the kids that is special and from our hearts. And and by kids, I mean, of course, the kids, all of them, they're going to be grown-ups one day. They're the future. So I'll make sure that they have a future that's full of tools and full of skills and full of the ability to thrive. I think COVID, if it hasn't taught us a lot, it should have taught us a lot. And when we're stuck inside, it would do a lot to have a couple toys that didn't make you, help you not go crazy. And that's a real thing. It's a real thing that could happen, obviously. You can end up to stay inside order. We could end up, the world could end up in a different place, but skills and the ability to use tools, the ability to build tools, the ability to understand them on a deep level, and to be able to express yourself on a deep level. I think I think everybody deserves that. I think everybody needs a shot at that. I just want to make sure that my child, that my daughter Lily, has that. And not to say that somebody else can't provide that or money can't provide that, but I'm her dad, and so I'm the one that, no matter what, I'm gonna make sure, you know, uh, and I'm I'm the one that can do it. I know I can do it. So that's where we're at. That's what the art collective is about to me. And the way that I want to go about it is I want to collect as many materials as I can from whatever we can get donated, and all kinds of things. You can donate anything. You don't have to throw away that old couch in the into the landfill. You bring it to us, we'll strip it down. If any of the upholstery is useful, we will save the upholstery, we'll wash it, we'll sanitize it, all that, and if it's usable, then we'll stock it, we'll store it, it'll have a place, and it'll be organized. We'll all the wood we'll break it down into as many full unbroken pieces as we can, and we'll stock those, we'll store those, all that, metal and stuff like that. I plan to recycle it, most of it, some of it, if it's reusable, if it's like springs or something like that, you never know. Well, actually, I do know. I know that springs can be very useful in the making of a lot of different projects. So if it's a useful spring, sometimes they're specific to the item that they were attached to, and in that case, it's whatever. Or if it's broken or something, completely, then those pieces of metal or whatever that are not useful, those be recycled. We'll make use of broken pieces of wood and stuff like that have been there was like a broken end of a board that was on a couch. I can just cut those off real quick with a saw. Pretty easy, and still have big pieces that can be reused in making other things or other furniture, whatever. That is an artisan process, and making custom furniture is even more more of an art form than just busting it down on a large manufacturing scale side of it. My dream is to make custom things of all sorts. I love custom stuff. I've always said, like, and that, given the money, I'd rather have a custom vehicle than than just buy Lambo. I mean, Lambos are tight, don't get me wrong. I love Lamborghini, but there's just other stuff that I like more, and it's all custom. They don't make that. You can't just buy it like that, and that's my favorite part. And so, and I think a lot of people are like me now. I think a lot of people are like that in the world today. I think people want custom. They don't want cookie cutter anymore. Cookie cutters is out the window, Like, people are willing to pay more for a t-shirt that's rad, you know what I mean, than nobody else has. And if they do have it, like it's still a one-off. It was handmade. It was something like that, It's a real piece of art that they're wearing on their t-shirt, and then they're pay for that, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And I want to see that on as much as possible. I love it. I want to promote that. I want to see the whole city take on that vibe, that vibe of custom and quality and style, because we have a very unique style coming out of Fresno. All of us here. I love my town for that too. We're very Fresno's a brand. Fresno's a brand, and we are the natives from here. We're a brand name. so like I love to see that expressed, you know, in designs and in everything coming out of our town. From the murals to you know the old architecture, um, uh, to you know the artists themselves. You know, we got some real one of a kind people around here, or they came out of here. A lot of people come out of Fresno, go to big markets. You know, L.A., San Francisco, all over the world. You know, and I think that's rad too. So I always like to support the custom, you know, and I think that's what it's all about, you know. If you're like me and you're a DIY or you're a do-it-yourself kind of person, you know, and you like to be a jack of all trades and you like to dabble in a little bit of everything, you know, I think we'll be able to offer that too, you know, and you know, we're gonna supply people and places and materials for artists to so we're gonna have inputs and outputs for our artists, you know. We'll have materials that they can input, we'll have people that they can use as resources to help them along their way, find structure in their own personal brand, in their own personal business, you know, and help them get those ideas off the ground, and help them get those ideas to market, and find those people that want to market it and that have the ability to and have the money to, or people that they can collab with, like, you know, new businesses, new boutique businesses that are coming up, or you know, already existing, you know, can work with, you know, gotta give these people all resource for people to work with, and even I myself, as somebody who wants to practice art for a living, you know, so from the computers to the music gear, to the you know, to the space to do canvas painting, printing, stenciling, on you know, mural painting, you know, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're into. We want to do our best to, as we take donations. You know, you got extra construction materials, like, you know, you don't need added stock because you're never gonna, you know, when you change it, you're gonna change it to something else, and you got extra, you know, shoot it our way. Flooring, you know, you know, computer parts, electronic parts, your old phones, you know, we'll take them, we'll break them down. Preferred with no hard drive in them, but if you want to bring it with the hard drive, you know, we'll make sure that you know, all the pieces we're going to take them all the way apart. Take everything all the way apart. And if it can be reused, then we're going to reuse it. And if not, and, you know, we'll find a way to recycle it in one way or another, that is green, that is you know, beneficial for the environment. You know, we'll try to keep as much of this kind of things out of the landfills as we can. They get dumped on the side of the road a lot. They get, you know, whatever. You know, if you don't have a transportation for it, you know, you call us, hit us up, and we can see if we can come get it from you. Well, yeah, you know, old TVs, they're broken or whatever, you know, you think that they can't be fixed or whatever. Some of that's true. Sometimes it's nothing, but you know, hit us up, see what's up. You know, maybe I could take it apart and use the pieces. And then you have, you know, you got old cans of paint, stuff like that. Bring it, donate it. Don't have to throw it away. Hit us up. We'll try to come get it. You know, yeah, you know, don't throw any of it away, you know, if you don't have to, you know. And you know, we're limited on vehicle space at the moment, but we will I will get that sort it out if I need to, and if it's as it becomes needed, and if there's something big and worth our time, come get it. Then we'll definitely check it out. And see what we can do to get it, move it, take it off your hands. And so basically we use all these parts and all these pieces, and we'll stock them, and we'll keep them organized, and then when people have projects and they have things that they're trying to do and they need little pieces to finish it, they need big pieces to finish it, they need a lot of pieces, if they need help, if they need to market it once they're done, they want to brand up, they want a logo, they want whatever, they want to do their own, there'll be help and resources to do all of that, and people that love doing it, and people that we're going to school for that, because we want to share that. Those are, that's what we're going to offer. That's what we're going to offer at Eyesore Artist Collective. That's eyesore.de, Please like and subscribe if you have been watching. I don't know if I can see you watching unless you like and subscribe. That may be in my settings, and I will check it out. But I'm going to take a little break, and I will be back shortly. All right. Happy 2nd of January? Yeah, that's the 2nd. Because it's 1:47 Pacific Standard Time. Fresno, California. Sam Roberts, aka Moji. And I will be taking my hyphy butt a break right now. So my back is hurting. I need to stretch my legs. Still streaming, huh?